Hey everybody, and welcome to this new book haul video. I'm Laura123, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you and telling you about some of my new books that I've purchased recently. Hopefully I can give you some ideas for books that you would like to read yourself. Now, if you enjoy watching, which I hope you do, please click like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Also, don't forget to smash that notification bell to all notifications. Then you can see when I've uploaded new videos and when I'm doing live streams. Okie dokie. So, yeah, I've been very naughty again and bought more books and got one book from the library. I think I have a problem. Well, no, I don't think. I know I have a problem. My name's Laura and I'm a book addict. No, but it is true. Like, look, I am addicted to getting books, and thing is, I see myself as an avid reader, a very proud bookworm, book geek, book nerd, whatever you want to call me. And I think this is a normal thing that bookworms do. We collect books as well as just, you know, getting them and reading them. We collect them, and it is a hobby. I do enjoy getting new books, and I do read a hell of a lot, so I do get through them a lot. But I do know that there is an issue because I've still got so many books that I haven't yet read that I am genuinely excited to read them. Maybe soon I will do another sort out because there are some books that I might have, you know, changed my mind with, and just be like, no, you know, not for me anymore. But we'll see. At the moment, when I look at my bookcases and the piles of books, I'm like, yeah, I want all of them. But there could be a few that I could get rid of. But yeah, I love getting books. I think it's just nice to have lots of books in the house, and I feel like it's a kind of like my own bookshop. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've just got my own selection of books, and because I'm a kind of mood reader, I change my mood so much. Like, I don't know what I fancy, so I could fancy romance, I could fancy a dark horror or a thriller, a YA. Like, it's literally a good thing having so much choice in the house of so many books that I can just look at and be like, oh, I fancy that today, or I fancy that today. So I'm not making any apologies for being a book collector or a bookworm. I just feel a bit guilty because I do love buying books. And as I say, I don't just buy them. I go to the library, or I go on the library website and, you know, order some books from there as well. Which, it's not as bad because they're free. But yeah, anyway, let me know if you are also like me. Do you buy lots of books? I mean, it is, as I say, a common bookworm problem. That we buy books. But yeah, the amount of people I speak to who are also bookworms, and they're like, oh my god, I've got so many books to read and I've just bought another couple of new ones. And so yeah, it must be a common thing. Anyway, right, so I have a real selection here of books for you. By the way, I don't want to be annoying, but I've got to have that fan on, so if the sound is annoying you in the background, I'm really sorry. I did try and start this video without the fan on, but it's way too hot and humid in this room without a fan. I mean, I've turned the level down a little bit, so it might not be as loud, but if you can hear it, like a bit of white noise in the background, I am sorry if it annoys you, but it's just too hot to film without it on. Okay, so let's start with the library books. I've only got one library book to show you, and it is this one here. So this is a new book. I love the fact, right, that my local library does have the brand new books. Like, literally, the book comes out in the shops and they've got it in the library, and it's absolutely brilliant. I know not all libraries are like that. And also in our library, they're not as good for like non-fiction. I think they're better for fiction, because my dad only reads non-fiction, and I'm always like, oh, they've got all the new books, and he's like, not for me, they haven't. So maybe they do put more into their fiction. I don't know, but I'm happy because I read fiction. So this is by Anne. There we go, Anne Lang, and it's called I Hope This Doesn't Find You. I love the cover of this. I think it's so cute. Like, the way she's looking at him, it's just adorable. So it says, Sadie Wen is perfect on paper. She's the school captain, valedictorian. Is that how you say it, valedictorian? And a pleasure to have in class. Her secret is that she channels all her petty frustrations into her email drafts. I've done that before. Most of her angered words, emails are just for her smug, infuriating co-captain, Julius Gong, who's been the sharpest thorn in her side ever since they were kids. Sadie doesn't have to hold back in her emails because nobody will ever read them. That is, until someone sends them out. No! That'd be awful. We've all had stuff we've wrote and then, yeah, worried that if this ever gets out what I've thought, what I've said, yeah. So I think it's going to be quite good. This is an enemies to lovers romance that you can't help falling head over heels for. So there we go. I thought it sounded cool. Okay, and talking about romance, look, I'll be honest with you, I'm not one of these readers who just like constantly reads romance. And look, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. You can read whatever you want to. But for me, it's just not my thing. I do like romance, but very few and far in between. I think for me, as much as I like that kind of soft, fluffy, lovey-dovey romance stuff, I've always found romance books to be so predictable. And to be fair, that's sometimes a nice comforting thing. You know, you just want an easy read. You just want to escape into a sweet little book. And they're normally set in like a lovely location. And, you know, I get it. I do get the romance thing, but I find them really predictable. And with my books, I do like a challenge. I do like to be thinking about what's going to happen. However, after all that, I do read romance books now and again, okay? And this is my current read, but it's also a new book, and it's called Under Your Spell by Laura Wood. I've read a few other books by Laura Wood, and she is just absolutely fantastic. Her writing is just brilliant. It just flows, like her books are just so lovely. And this is, as I say, her newest book. I love the cover of this book. Now, I asked my fiancé Nathan what he thought of this cover, and he said it was really boring. I disagree. Let me know in the comments. Do you like this cover or is it boring? Be honest. Like, I didn't do it. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just being nosy. I think the aesthetic of this is just... I just love it. The colouring and like the beach. He's sitting there with his guitar. And there is Clementine, the main character, on the back with a little polka dot dress. I just, honestly. So, yeah. This is just... I'm just loving this so much. I'm like loving it. This is a book. It says, dumped by her cheating ex, fired from her dream job and about to lose her flat, Clementine Monroe is not having a good day. No kidding. So I just realised I'm reading this without my glasses. I'm like, why am I struggling with this? So anyway, sorry. My glasses are upstairs and I can't be bothered to go and get them. There we go. So when her sisters get her drunk and suggest reviving a childhood ritual called the breakup spell, she doesn't see any harm in it. But now Clementine has accidentally ruined a funeral. I won't go into it, but it's such a funny scene. It shouldn't be funny because it's at a funeral, but it really works. It's really funny. Had her first one-night stand and she's stuck with a new job she definitely doesn't want. Spending 6 weeks alone with the gorgeous and very off-limits rock star Theo Elliott. By the way, Theo is just so sweet and dreamy and just sounds amazing. He's the most famous man on the planet. Her life's a disaster, and when it comes to love, Clemmy is learning you should be careful what you wish for. I'm loving this book so much. And as I say, what I said before about romance books being quite predictable, it was getting a little bit predictable during the middle bit, and I was like, oh, come on. And then all of a sudden it took a turn, which I'm not going to go into because I'm going to ruin it, but yeah, I'm just about to start chapter 38, and it's took a turn, and I was like, what? So yeah, really good, really sweet, really funny as well. You know, like some romance books, rom-com themed books, are supposed to be funny and you just think it's not that funny. This is actually laugh out loud funny. Like, there's some really good funny scenes. The sisters and the way they do all their spell to try and, yeah, it's just brilliant. Really good book. So yeah, that is Under Your Spell by Laura Wood. And don't forget to tell me in the comments if you think this cover is nice or boring. No, it's not boring. Okay, right. Next up, I got this book today. Now, this book is by Susie Dent. It's a debut novel from her, and it's called Guilty by Definition. Now, I'm sure, I wonder if there's a picture of her, then I'll know for definite. Yeah, it's her. I'm sure. I was going to say, this is the woman who does Countdown on Channel 4. It's a game show, and 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown. There she is, Susie Dent. I thought it was her. When I saw her name, I was like, why do I know that name? Now, I don't watch Countdown, but I tell you, used to watch Countdown, my grandma. She absolutely loved the show Countdown. It's a game show, and it's all with, like, words, and you have to, like, they jumble the words, and you have to, the letters, sorry, and you have to make words out of the letters, and you get points for how many, yeah. Anyway, it's a bit too intellectual for me, but my grandma, she used to love Countdown, and she'd sit with a little notebook and, like, try and make the words out of the letters as well. Like, it was cute. My grandma's very clever, you know. So, yeah, this is by, as I say, Susie Dent. It's called Guilty by Definition, and I absolutely love the colouring. I love black and gold. Look at that. I haven't actually looked what's under the dust jacket. Is it just plain, or is there anything? No, it's just plain. It's just plain. I get really excited, and then I'm like, nah. But, yeah, this one just, look, it's like a cosy mystery by the sounds of it. Hold on. where is it? Oh, so yeah, it's about this woman. Where is it? It's really difficult without glasses. If only I wasn't so lazy, I'd get it. She's a, I've got to say this word properly. Lexi, I can't say it. Lexiographer. Is that right? Lexiographer. Oh my, I told you I was intelligent. It's basically to do with the English dictionary and words and stuff, right? So basically, she works for this, English dictionary, and they get an anonymous letter. It's delivered to the Clarendon English Dictionary. Rapidly clear that it's not the usual sort of inquiry they get. Instead, the letter hints at secrets and lies linked to a particular year. So the main character is called Martha Thornhill. So she's the new senior editor. The date can mean only one thing: the summer her brilliant older sister Charlie went missing. So after a decade abroad, Martha has returned home to the city, whose ancient institutions have longed to find her family. Have the ghosts that she left behind her been waiting for her return? Then more letters start to arrive, and Martha and her team pull apart the complex clues within. Mystery becomes even more insistent and troubling, and it seems that Charlie has been keeping a powerful secret. Someone is trying to lead them towards the truth, but other forces no less desperate to keep it well and truly buried. I just think it sounds really interesting. You know what? This is a true story. When I was a little girl, right, I used to love, I was obsessed with reading the dictionary, which I don't actually think is that sad. I think people do that and it's all right nowadays. But back in the day, it probably wasn't seen as very cool. But yeah, I used to have this little, I probably still got it somewhere in one of my drawers, but I had this little Collins dictionary, and I just used to sit and read it and learn different words. The only problem was the font size was like that. They're so tiny. But my mum used to be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, I'm reading the dictionary. And my mum hated reading in general, but so she really thought I was a nerd. But I don't know. I really enjoyed finding new words and their meaning and stuff like that. So anyway, that's a random little secret. Clearly I stopped doing that because I would be more intelligent maybe if I did. I would have carried on. Anyway, right, next book. Well, I'm going to show you a couple of graphic novels that I got. Now, I'll be honest, these are made for kids. I know, I'm 45, whatever. But I'll tell you why I got them. They are The Bad Guys, Episode 1, Episode 2, by Aaron Blabey. I think that's how you say it. Blabey. Now, I absolutely love the film The Bad Guys. I can't wait. Apparently there's going to be a number 2, so I'm all for it. I mean, if you've not seen it, it's such a funny animation. It's just great. The characters, they're just so cute and so funny, and I love it. And when I saw there was graphic novels of it, I think originally they were actually stories, and then they turned it into the film. So I assume the same characters are going to be in the books as the film, but I think they're obviously going to look a little bit different. But yeah, the naughty sort of bad guys: Mr. Wolf, Mr. Shark, Mr. Snake, and Mr. Piranha. They're just really naughty and funny. And I know this is for kids, but I don't care. I love Bad Guys, and I can't wait for the other film, and I can't wait to just read these. Yeah, so there we go. I'm the bad guy. It's a Billie Eilish song, isn't it? Anyway, next book. It's not for children. It's by Maureen Johnson. It's called Death at Morning House. Now, this is a cover to die for, literally. But look at this cover. Look, you've got the little old chair there. You've got the camera on the chair, the old table, the pictures on the wall, the old wallpaper. I just love this cover. So I'm just going to check. I do like to check if... No, nothing's under dust packet. Oh, actually, hold on. What's that? Oh, look at that. It's pretty nice on the side there. So yeah, she did the Truly Devious series. Hold on, putting the cover back on. So we had Truly Devious, Vanishing Stare, Hand in the Wall, The Box in the Woods, and 9 Liars. Now, I'll be honest, the first one I read in that series was The Box in the Woods, because I thought that was a standalone. Absolutely loved it, and then thought, this doesn't feel like it's a standalone, and I discovered there were 3 more before that, which, I suppose at some point I could read separately, but I'm just going to carry on the series from there. I really, really love 9 Liars as well, so... yeah, I think the next one comes out next year, I hope, because I love that series. But this is just a standalone book. It's not part of the Truly Devious series. It's literally just a standalone. So it says, hold on, I'll do this bit. Did anyone mention you're taking over for a dead guy? The fire wasn't Marlowe Wexler's... No, hold on. The fire wasn't Marlowe Wexler's fault. Dates should be hot, but not hot enough to warrant literal firefighters. This is really difficult without glasses. Look how dark this font is as well. Aquila, the girl Marlowe has been in love with for years, will never go out with her again. No one dates an accidental arsonist. With her house-sitting career up in flames, it seems the universe owes Marlowe a new summer job. And that's how she ends up at Morning House, a mansion built on an island in the 1920s and abandoned shortly after. It's easy though, giving tours, low risk of fire, high chance of getting bored, talking about stained glass and nut cutlets and prohibition. Oh, and the deaths. Did anyone say anything about the deaths? Maybe this job isn't such a gift after all. Morning House has a horrific secret that has been buried for decades, and now the person who brought her here is missing. All it takes is one clue to set off a catastrophic, there we go, catastrophic, I need my dictionary, chain of events. One small detail, just like a spark, could take it all down if someone doesn't take Marlowe down first. So yeah, this is a YA thriller. It is a standalone, but I just think it sounds really good. And to be fair, it is this author. I would read anything by Maureen Johnson because she's just fantastic. I love her writing style. So that is that. That's going to be my next book, by the way. This is my next read after Under Your Spell. Okay, so where should we go next? We're going to go for something really different for me. Right, now, I'll be honest, I was in Waterstones the other day, and I was just in town, nipped into Waterstones as you do as a bookworm, and I saw this cover by Harriet Constable. This is The Instrumentalist. I was a little bit annoyed, though, because I paid a bit extra for it, and then I went in Sainsbury's today and saw it for cheaper, and I was like, but there we go. Anyway, it's done now. I did get points on my Waterstones card, so it's all good. But, yeah, I just absolutely love this cover. I just love it. And then I opened it up and saw this, which I'll move the dust jacket. Look at that. Look at that map. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And so I was like, yeah, stuff it, I'm getting it. Is it my sort of thing? I don't know, probably not, but we'll see. Oh, look, there's a map at the back as well. It's pretty cool. But no, I'd never heard of it, and apparently it is quite a big book. It's been like one of the book club picks and things. So there we go. Maybe I'm on trend after all. It says, Anna Maria may have no name, no fortune, no family, but she has her ambition and her talent. Her best hope lies in her teacher, Antonio Vivaldi. Soon, she's his star pupil. But as Anna Maria's star rises, not everyone is happy, because Anna Maria's shining light threatens to eclipse that of her mentor. She will leave her mark, whatever it takes, and her story will be heard. It says here that it's like it's been inspired by women in the shadows of some of history's greatest masterpieces. Now, I'm not really into this kind of classical music, you know, violins. It's not really my thing. It is set in the backdrop of 18th century Venice. Now, I don't know what it is, but there's something about Venice which I just find so intriguing. Like, I love seeing it on TV, and like it just looks so beautiful, the water, and it just looks such a romantic place. And yeah, I don't know, like I feel really drawn to this book. I think I might have to read this really soon. And I like the fact that she's obviously, as it said, going to make her mark. She's going to be the talent, and what struggles she'll have to get what she wants. So yeah, it says it's enthralling, passionate, vivid, and a marvel. So that is The Instrumentalist by Harriet Constable, which I will be reading, I think. Honestly, I've got so many books. I'm like, what one do I read next? Okay, this one I picked up in Sainsbury's. You know what it is. You go in there for some milk and bread and you end up with a book, right? Well, you do if you're me, anyway. Message Deleted by K.L. Slater. This is your classic thriller. I love a gripping thriller. And it literally says, get ready for the most gripping thriller of the year. Mind you, they all say that. So, I don't know. Safi is waiting to go into a job interview when she receives a text message from her best friend, Leona. Can't speak, it says. Don't text or call. Please, just come. As Safi struggles to understand what is happening, the phone screen changes. This message was deleted. Where's it gone? Where's that message? Safi races to Leona's house, but when her friend answers the door, she insists everything is fine. She doesn't know anything about a message. Safi Safi can tell that something's not right, but she can't think of anything else that she can do. But 6 hours later, Safi gets a knock on the door. It's the police. Leona is missing with her young child, and there's blood everywhere. And Safi was the last one to see them alive. So there we go. It's by K.L. Slater. I don't think I've read anything from that author. I do recognise the author though. Hold on, I wonder if there's a list of books. But I really enjoy a good thriller. I can't see a list. Hold on, is it at the back? She has sold over 2.5 million copies of her books worldwide. The #1 bestseller of 20 psychological crime thrillers. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I've read her. But this is a new book. Message deleted. I don't know what it is. I love thrillers, right? With like either social media vibes or like messages, emails, that kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah. Right, next one is a bit... Now, I will warn you, if you don't like covers that look gory, for God's sake, look away. All right, now, I'll be honest. I don't like gore. I like horror. I like to be scared. I like spooky stuff. But I don't like gory films or gory books or anything. Slashers, like, yeah. So you're probably thinking, why the hell have I got this book? But I just really like the sound of the story. But I will warn you to look away at the count of 5 if you don't like looking at gory covers. Because this book, I mean, the American version isn't that bad. The English version cover is a bit sick, if I'm honest with you. And I think when I read it, I'm going to cover it now. When I read it, I'm just going to take the dust jacket off because it's like... Okay, so I'm going to count to 5. If you don't look at gory book cover, look the hell away now. And I'll tell you when it's off the screen, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look away. Look away if you don't want to see. I mean, come on. That's very... yeah. This is called Heads Will Roll, and it's by Josh Winning. Yeah, Winning. If you hear a knock, it's already too late. Okay, I'm going to take it off now, the screen. So it's off the screen. You can look up now. It's just me. Mind you, I don't know what's more scary, the book cover or my face. So this is a horror book. I do love a good horror. Not just at October. I like a good horror all year round. So this is like very kind of 90s vibes. Well, that's what it sounds like to me. Kind of camp, spooky, witchy thing. Yeah. So it says, Willow is in need of an escape. A former sitcom star. She's been publicly shamed on the internet after posting something she really shouldn't have done. She checks into Camp Castaway, an adults-only retreat based at an old campground in the woods. It is the first night and the campers gather around the fire to tell some spooky ghost stories. That's when Willow hears the tale of Knock, Knock, Nancy, a local urban legend about a witch brutally beheaded in this very woodland. They say her restless spirit knocks on doors late at night. If you answer, she will take your head. Ugh. Willow doesn't believe in ghost stories, but the next day a camper has vanished under mysterious circumstances. And then that evening in her cabin, Willow hears it. Knock, knock, knock. I was trying to be scary, but I don't think I was. So yeah, I just think it's... Oh, I showed it again. I just think it sounds really good, but just wish the cover wasn't quite so graphic. But there we go. It is a horror, so I can't really moan. Okie dokie. So I've got one more... No, I've got 2 more books to show you. Let me know in the comment section down below what book you are currently reading and if you're enjoying it or not. Also, if there's any new books that you are excited for that are coming out soon. I think for me, it's a new one by Janice Hallett. I love her books. She's amazing. And the new one by the one and only Richard Osman. It's not part of the Thursday Murder Club series, which I'm kind of like, oh, miss my friends from the book. But there will be more of that series. This is a completely different one. I think it's still a like cozy mystery vibes he's done, but it's going to be the father-in-law and daughter-in-law, and they're like a detective duo. I don't know. It sounds a bit weird, but I've pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the signed edition, or limited edition, whatever it is from Waterstone. So oh my god, I'm so excited. And also another new book I'm really excited for is Amari #3. It is middle grade. I'll be honest with you. I know. But it's honestly, if you've not read Amari, it's a really good, if you like that kind of middle grade, like kind of Harry Potter vibes, magic and all that, and it's just brilliant. So yeah, Amari 3 is out really soon as well. Okay, anyway, right. Next book I want to show you, Vampire and a Werewolf. So this is A Werewolf's Guide to Seducing a Vampire by Sarah Hawley. I just love this cover. I love the title as well. You got a werewolf, you got a vampire. let's seduce them. All right. So yeah, this sounds like a little funny sort of paranormal romancy thing. What's it got here? Werewolf Ben Rosewood is happy with his life. 100%. Everything is fine. His business is thriving. His anxiety disorder is, well, it's been better. As for romance, who has the time? But after drunkenly bidding on and winning a supposedly possessed crystal online one night, he finds himself face to face with a beautiful but angry vampire. This is so random. Yeah, he goes on eBay, bids on something, and he meets a vampire, and he's a werewolf. Yeah. Eleanor Betancourt de Vere is a rare breed, a vampire succubus. Is that the word? Succubus? Thanks to an evil witch, she's been stuck in a crystal, forced to obey the possessor of the rock. Oh, I get you. Eleanor's been dreaming of breaking the spell and the witch's head for centuries. So why did the witch sell her to someone new? Eleanor could claw this werewolf's heart out and eat it. If only the binding spell would allow her to. But Eleanor and Ben soon realise they can help each other with both vengeful and less hostile needs. And why not have a little fun along the way? Ooh. So there we go. I didn't realise. I hope this isn't part of the series. I hope it's a standalone. Oh, it better not be, because I'll be annoyed. Well, it's my own fault. Yeah, looks, there's other books there. Hold on. Also, unless they're just... hold on. A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch. And a Werewolf's Guide to Seducing a Vampire. Okay, so they might be standalone, but part of the same world. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But it says, whimsically sexy, charming, romantic, and magically hilarious. And that's a quote by the very good Ali Hazelwood. So we'll see. I don't know. I will have to look into that. Because if it's part of a series, I'm like, no. But maybe they're just standalone ones. I don't know. But anyway, that's that one. The last book I want to show you, I think, has one of the most beautiful covers, and I love all the sprayed edges as well. It's by Ava Reid. I've already got another book by Ava Reid upstairs, which I've got in an old Illumicrate book, box that I've not read yet. So if I like this one, I'll know that I've got the other one. I think the other one's called A Study in Drowning, if I remember. But yeah, this is Lady Macbeth, Death Touched, Poison-Eyed, and Witch Kissed. And this is the Waterstones exclusive edition. Look at that cover. I mean, come on, that is just amazing. It goes on my nails, actually, because I've got red nails at the moment. So, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, author of Study in Drowning. Yeah, I haven't read that yet. But look at the sprayed edges. This is so nice. I know we've got black there, and then the red and black at the side. I don't know if there's anything underneath. Oh, look at that. It's nice. No, it's just plain. It's just plain. There's nothing on it. But yeah, so this one, I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about the whole Shakespeare. Is it Shakespeare? Macbeth? Is it Shakespeare, innit?
It is Shakespeare.
Just checking. I was like 100%, but I was just checking. But anyway, I'm not really into Shakespeare stuff. I know at school they used to try and force me to read it, and I was like, nah. You know, I just couldn't get into it. And even as an adult, I've never wanted to. But I do like reimaginings, retellings of certain. Like, I've read a few retellings of Romeo and Juliet and things like that. That's fine. But when the old school ones, I'm like, don't get it. Don't get it. But this one, as I say, I don't really know much about Macbeth. I know there's some witches, and doesn't the wife, like, tell the husband to go and kill someone, and then she starts getting weird visions and blood, and I don't, that's all I know. There could be a lot more to the story, but that's what I kind of have remembered. But yeah, so this is sorry, my hay fever. This is basically a retelling, reimagining, where I think Lady Macbeth isn't going to be the baddie. Is that right? So there we go. Death Touched, Poison-Eyed, and Witch Kissed. I love this cover though. It's just beautiful. I love that. Really nice. Anyway, so yeah, that is Lady Macbeth by Ava Reid. That was weird. Did you hear that?
Yeah. What was that?
I have no idea.
There weren't anything over here.
That I have got the chills.
I thought it was your tripod.
Nope. My tripod hasn't moved. I don't know what that noise was. It come from that direction. Nathan is over there while I'm filming this video. He's doing some painting and stuff. And I don't have a clue what that was. Oh my god, I've got the chills. Woo! Spooky. Anyway, moving on. So there we go. They are my new books. Let me know in the comments section what books, you know, interest you the most out of all them. Are there any that you've seen that you think, oh, actually, yeah, that sounds pretty good for me? If anyone ever wants to buddy read with me, let me know. you know, leave a comment if any of these books or any of the books you've seen in previous videos, if you want a buddy read with me, let me know. But anyway, hope everyone's doing good, and I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and share the video out, and subscribe to my channel. That really means a lot to me, so thank you, thank you. I do have a Goodreads page if you want to follow me on there. All the links to my social media are down below, so just check all that out. And my link to my other channel as well is down below, Minx Laura 123 ASMR. I do ASMR videos to help people chill, relax, sleep, get tingles, tingles, tingles. So yeah, right everyone, I'm going to tidy up this pile of books which are just everywhere. I'm surrounded by books, which, you know, isn't a bad thing. And then I'm going to literally sit on this sofa behind me, get nice and comfy, and finish off my Laura Wood book, which hopefully won't take me too long. I hope it's got a good ending. There's me being all like, oh, romance is so predictable, and then I'm like, I hope it ends nice. But yeah, no, it's good. I like it. Anyway, right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all very soon. And to my fellow bookworms out there, happy reading. See you later. Bye.